But like using this as a license to like go after a whole community is not right. Is not it. Trump is petty. Also, Ilhan needs to know when to chill.
Where the argument, this other argument that why can't Muslim countries take in Muslim refugees?
If you think about it, that can also be classified as, not assimilating. Issue assimilation, it's like, okay, so you guys don't want us to exist in our own truth just to please you.
There are Somalis who don't believe they're black.
Yeah.
They believe they are more Arabic than black.
Yes, I've also come across several now.
So nimechekio kuzio argument imekuwa hawa watu time kila kitu ni poa, hao ni Waarabu. Saizi vile kamenuka, now they are black. So so wacha sasa tuende Minnesota.
Right.
So umekuwa ukifuatilia like what's happening in
Ushago.
Yes,
Shags.
Ushago. Umekuwa ukifuatilia.
Cheki. Ni sisi na wakisi. Minnesota. Yeah.
The amount of noise now huko.
Yeah.
Wewe BS ngapi? Yeah.
So unaona nini like how do you feel about how Trump is talking? What do you think about Ilhan Omar?
Okay, so I think Trump is a really petty human being.
Okay.
That said, he's been at it, he's been going at it with Ilhan for like a minute now. Ilhan Omar needs to like know when to like stand up to the bully, stand up to the boogeyman, and also when to chill him off.
Yes.
You just read the room. It's like, yeah, I have this guy where I want him to be, but also it's not just about me. You just like take a step back and look at it from like an eagle's perspective. It's like, oh, it's not just me. There's a lot of like undocumented people, Somalis from Somalia, Kenyan Somalis, like black people who will be collateral damage, pale.
Yes.
Right? So, because right now, what happened after Trump aseme hivyo, alituma 100 ICE agents to Minneapolis. Yeah. And the recently elected, mayor of Minnesota,
The Jewish guy.
yeah, Jewish guy, Jacob Frey, was like, I just want the community to know and to be on high alert that the administration, the federal government has sent 100 ICE agents to Minneapolis. And alafu, the harassment has already started. Because unajua ICE agents they cover their faces.
Yeah.
Somali kids, man. Somali kids, so like proper American citizens. They have the everything, citizenship, passports, everything. Wako kwa magari zao, wanakuja kuhandwa na hao so ICE.
Oh.
At where? Wanakupiga picture. I think they have like a facial recognition, app where they just like wanakuscan, wanaangalia whether or not you're a citizen. Ama the condition of your visa, the situation there. Ilhan needs to know when to poke the bear, a really mean and petty bear for that matter, and when to chill off. Because kuna watu wengine watakuwa collateral damage. Kuna mtu fulani kaa mimi ningekuwa hapo, mimi Mkenya man. Yeah. Because Somali.
Tumeenda kufanya special.
Wako wewe kuja hapa. Wewe unakaa Somali. I'm like,
uko na jojo nini TPS?
Yeah.
Did you know about TPS, the temporary protected status?
Right.
So that means that any refugee from Somalia,
right,
ule akipatikana huko hata kama hana papers, as long as they've been renewing that TPS, they cannot be like ICE haiwezi wapik. Najua. So that one had to be revoked. And but I want us to look at two things.
Right.
The level of fraud. What do you think about that? And I want you to kushikanisha hii pia na religion. Understand, like
right,
thieving should be haram, yes?
Yeah.
That level of fraud, what do you think about it? And yeah.
I will say this with a lot of love. You're my boy, Moff.
Yeah.
Ian, when mtu wangu.
Yeah.
Unachiki hata venye umephrase your question. I think just because it's Somalis who are involved in this thing, right? We shouldn't try to like make it make it like a blanket accusation, and say, yeah, it's just this Somalis pale. right? Because when you're talking about fraud in the West, Nigerians are leading by far.
tunaongelea Minnesota.
Yes, no, it's fine. I'm trying to like, do like a bird's eye perspective on this whole issue of fraud. Nigerians, mwaf. So tukisema card cons and like fraudulent activities. Nigerians are number one. But we never see the outcry and Trump going, Nigerians are crazy people, terrible people. They should go back to their countries, right?
Okay.
We never look at it and go, oh, Nigerians are crazy people. All of them should be deported. Akunanga your stuff.
Okay.
So going with that, so it's like any community. Somalis wako na watu wengine wajanja wenye wanajiona, oh yeah, we can like defraud people here and go and build back home. Right? So for Trump to go and single out this community and go, these people should be deported. All of them are garbage. He calls Somali garbage, the worst country on the planet. It means his ego has actually been hurt by Ilhan Omar, who's like rightfully standing up to this guy.
Yes.
To this guy. I'm not pro fraud. Fraud is haram.
Yeah.
Right? We know that. But like using this as a license to like go after a whole community is not right. Is not it. Trump is petty. Also Ilhan needs to know when to chill. Because Trump ni mtutu fulani ukimassage ego yake fulani kiasi anachill. We saw it with Mamdani. Mamdani called Trump a fascist during the run up to the elections. Akakuwa mayor. Trump invited him to the State House, to the White House, I mean.
Yes. And he went. Yeah.
And he went and he held his own, and Trump was like, Aliona, it's not as terrible as I thought. So Ilhan needs to know it's not just about her. Kuna anaribia watu wengi. Anafaa kujua when to like chill and go, yeah, nataka Democrats waone mimi like a proper woke.
Plus also the Gen Zs also need to chill because I've also seen the comments that they're making online. Because sasa now if there's one thing about Americans, they feel like they own I'm an American. What are you telling me? I'm an American. That's not your only country,
right?
And that's how they feel. It's like Mimi, I cannot come and parade my Kenyanism in Somalia.
Right.
You get it? So by the time, if you overdo it, you might rub off some people.
I think tuabongajua hiyo nikunataka tuende step by step before tuendelee wacha kwa history ya fraud because umebongajua Nigeria remind a story I gave people on this podcast situka kuna watu walisikia atune Ian ka tulikuwa naye. Do you know the story of there these Nigerians who were scammers? Yes,
right.
So they scammed the US government inaitwa IRS specifically.
Damn.
$400 million. Skio. $400 million. And then do you know what they decide? They decide we are going to hire a stripper to come to our room. How much money do they have? Remind me.
400 million USD.
Okay. The stripper comes to the room. Alafu starts dancing for them.
Right.
And after Shamaliza
dancing.
Yes. Yeah. After Shamaliza, she asks for payment. What do they say? Hell no. What does the stripper do? Because it's stripping, it's not against the law. Yeah. She goes to the police. There's a commotion in the room. Ilikuwa a commotion because ilikuwa a hotel in Las Vegas. So there's a commotion in the room. And since kuna hii commotion, because she's screaming she wants her money, someone calls reception. And the reception wakikuja kwa mlango, wakaona kuna mtu anafungua but kuna commotion. Who do? They call the police. The police show up. Makara wakiingia kwa room, what do they find? Like tens of computers zikiwa open. And they're like, something suspicious must be happening here. So probable cause. And that's how these Nigerians ended up going to jail and losing the 400
being
million.
stripped.
Try to imagine. I remember hearing this story and asking myself, how much did this stripper want? If I have $400 million and the stripper wants 10,000, I'm going to give her 10,000.
Yeah.
I have $400 million. Hizi raya saizi ziko jela jo na with $0.
Yeah.
Like
It's
that was really
mad.
messed
It's like,
up.
how can you be so brilliant to get away with like defrauding the IRS and dumb enough not to pay a stripper?
Yeah.
It's mad. It's actually really mad.
Wakaenda hapo wamenini
400 dam.
Yeah, 400 and so saizi raya ziko jela saizi nakula marago ya America like with zero alafu after hapo they'll be deported like
Yeah,
kuna stories zile nikisikiaga
walikata kumake it rain sasa hivi wana make it rain huko ndani.
alafu pia I've never understood these dudes of how mixing pleasure na business. Ile place mko na computer zenyu inafaa kwa iko pale alafu place mnadu ujinga zenyu iko hapo.
Mko Las Vegas jo.
Yeah, so there's that one. Alafu this thing where I don't know why you can't just do fraud with 2 computers. You always need a room full of them. Have you noticed? Like hata hapa Kenya wakishikwa, they are caught with like 78 phones and 13 computers. Yeah, they're like
And 200 SIM cards.
did you need all this? Because I think hata your SIM card na hii mnaweza sema no homo. Ma SIM card za kwa nasichukua tunazigiza tu kwa haka.
SIM tu.
Nazigiza.
That is where SIM cards are kuwekwa. That is the natural habitat of the SIM card.
But ni funny if you are when kama SIM swap na ukienda pia jail utakuwa pia SIM swap.
Oh my goodness.
Oh shit. So what to go back to story of Somalia and Somalis.
Kuna jokes za SIM tu kibao.
So hii story and Adan in this story sasa wewe unaweza kubonga nawe as a Somali male.
Right. As a
so
Kenyan Somali.
Yes, as a Kenyan Somali.
Right.
Yes, but still as a Somali come to the culture, yes.
Right.
One of the things that nimechiki Americans wako against ni wanasema, yes, we invited these guys to our house, but they've refused to assimilate. And since they've refused to assimilate, they look down upon us. They feel like our culture is less than theirs, and they feel like our religion is beneath theirs. And that's the reason why, since they don't appreciate Sisi, they need to leave the country. Do you feel like there's a basis for that argument, that non-assimilation is showing that you actually don't belong?
Okay, so I'm gonna say 2 things to that. Number one, I'm not disputing that there's a possibility that is actually true. But yeah, for Somalis to historically speaking, Ian, Moff.
Yes.
You know, if you take into account the rough history Somalis have endured, right, with the civil war, right, just straight out of colonization, man, the civil war, most of them were in the war themselves.
Yes.
Then they got the refugee status. The America accepted them. I think part of it has got to do with the natural instincts to like cluster together to survive. You look at it from the angle of minorities tend to stick together. That's why we have a Chinatown in San Francisco. That's why Italians in New York like stick together, and have like their own ecosystem. They have their mafias doing the things. So Nile, we feel like we're endangered, especially from a people who came from like a very rough history. Wasa wametoka tu war hivi wamepelekwa mahali pamoja, and they speak one language. So naturally, it's so easy to cluster together and go. This is like a coping mechanism. This is a survival instinct, survival mechanism, like a fight or flight thingy. It's like, this is how we survive. This is how we fight. So there's that. That's number one. So secondly, Americans are going, this is our reason to kick them out because we feel like they don't assimilate enough. Let me pose this question to you, Ian and Moff, and to our wonderful viewers and listeners.
Yeah.
When crazy people don't need a reason to do crazy things. So what would be America's reason to kick out the Mexicans? They'll just find something to make it all about. Oh yeah, Mexicans are taking our jobs. Right? That's why we're kicking them out. Oh, Somalis don't assimilate there'll always be something for these people. These people will never lack a reason to like justify their actions more. So
but understand why assimilation is very important. Like let me give you an example. Yes.
Yeah.
Because this is what has been said. Ukienda online nasemakanaga like Muslim countries don't take in Muslim refugees. You know that, like Saudi Arabia, you'd expect Saudi Arabia to be very receptive to Muslim refugees, but it doesn't. Yes. But every time that a non-Muslim goes to a Muslim country, they have to follow rules that your country to the letter. There are things they can't do. You can't go to Dubai and PDA. Understand? Hamwezi shikana mikono, especially kuna watu wanaweza achiwa, but kama rangi yako si the right rangi.
Dubai is actually like really progressive.
Yes, but still it's dangerous. It depends with who you meet on the street. Yes. But Dubai you can get away with it, but let's talk about Abu Dhabi, for example. You can't do that 100%. Hawezi do that in Abu Dhabi. And when these white people go there, they follow those rules. When they go to Saudi Arabia, they cover their hair. Sindio? So kuna those whites who are arguing, why can't you do the same when you come to our countries? The fact that when you go to your countries, we respect your culture, we do everything to make you feel comfortable in your own country, while you come to our countries and you make us feel uncomfortable in our countries. So, do you see an argument for that? And I want you to look beyond you as a Somali.
Yeah.
Look at it rationally. Like, unachikama saizi vile umekuja, umetoa socks, not cause of anything, but cause umepatakatu umetoa socks.
Yeah.
Umeunderstand?
Yeah.
Sisi wenyewe pia tunajuaga, I can go to Ian's house and have my shoes on, but mujuaga automatically if I'm going to a Muslim house, I'll have to remove my shoes. You understand? So do you understand that? I
do. I do. I really do. But,
Yeah.
but also, when we talk about convictions and cultures, what's white culture? Let's talk. What is the Western culture? Can you
Western
pinpoint
culture-
something?
Yeah.
Let me tell you. Can you culture is only a culture when it's practiced and like there's a lot of conviction behind it. Muslim countries, you feel some type of way when you don't conform to their way of being. What is white culture, Moaf? When you say just assimilating, what is white culture, and what how much of it infringes on like the right to worship and the right to exist and the right to like freedom of expression, to express yourself. So what is white culture, and what is this white culture that these people are saying? These Somalis who come here don't partake in our white culture. This is our culture. What is white culture really, if you really think about it?
New absolute freedom for every individual.
Exactly.
Every individual. But it's absolute. So with this, they know, this is what, if you go into a white family, you'll find the dad can be religious, the kids are not religious. And it's okay. The family unit is still the family unit. There's no kid who's going to be kicked out. There's no kid who's going to be ostracized. There's nothing like that. Ukiangalia, and this is not even Somali culture, but ukiangalia the Muslim culture is the minute you leave the religion, you, to a certain level, you're dehumanized. There are people who still humanize you, but kuna wale wataku dehumanize. Na nikwambia, Adan, it's a very uncomfortable conversation, but I felt like you are the person we can have this with. Kuna kuwaga na hiyo where if you don't follow these rules, then you're not even human enough. And I feel like that's what they feel like. Kama mmekuja na mmekuja with all your cultures, then there's a mistake. You're not assimilating. We're not seeing a freedom where in this one house, there's this kid who covers her hair, there's this other one who does not cover her hair. And it's okay. They're allowed to coexist.
Right.
This is allowed to follow the religion. This other one has maybe left the religion, maybe become an atheist. This other one has decided to become a Christian. Because you have even white rappers who are Muslims.
True.
Joga, like Brother Ali, it's a white Muslim.
They found Islam in prison.
Yes. So, but like Brother Ali just
that's where they find Islam. That's where white folk. If you see Brother Ali, it's like
the brotherhood.
Yeah, but Brother Ali,
it's not even like the proper Muslim, it's like the brotherhood.
Yeah. But Brother
Elijah
Ali,
Muhammad,
Yes, Brother Ali was raised by, like, he was an albino kid, an albino white. Like, ayosemaga madhake yako anampenda. Like, madhake used to look down. And then there was this black man who just took him up as his son. So he grew up around this black dude, and this black dude was Muslim. So that's how he ended up being a Muslim. So nachiki. But unachiki the amount of freedom ile nabonga, like when I think of Western culture, one of the things that I admire, because they have a lot of bullshit that they do, but one thing that I admire about them in Akwaga, that individual freedom, where you're allowed to even under kwa family unit, you're allowed to be yourself.
Yeah.
You don't always have to be part of a community. So do you understand why they feel like, nah, these people are not even individuals, it's just a unit, they all act the same, they all
I do, and just like you said, it's a unit. I think there's a very big obsession with these people just trying, especially white people, when they see a unit of people so much in sync in terms of like their ideals and like they're moving in one direction. Going back to your example, like you'd love to see like a kid kids in in one kid in a Muslim household not wearing the hijab, another one wearing the hijab, but like they don't have a problem with that, but they do have a problem with all of them wearing hijabs. But it's like, does it ever occur to them that this is what the kids want? What about free will? What about free will, Moff? And these kids are like, they love practicing,
What's the probability of that though?
Yeah,
like,
it is.
I come from a family where we are so different.
Yeah.
Like we don't think the same. Like me, my brothers, sisters, we are so different. Like my sister is very superstitious.
Right.
Majua, she's the sort of girl who will be like, oh, it happened. Damn, oh, this person died. When they died, I feel their spirit, Nini. Me, when someone dies, I know there's no spirit that I'm feeling. There was someone gave like the differences.
Right.
And I always know that individuals, if you're to be honest, humans are super different. There's no place where humans think the same.
That is true, Mo.
Yes.
That is so true. People are different, and I think there's space for individuality in the context of like convictions, but then also there's one like common baseline. I'll give an example. My sister is a lawyer. She's like this. I'm a comedian.
Yeah.
I'm a creative, but we have like a common baseline. It's like both of us are Muslim and we're practicing Muslims, not because ati kuna pressure manini. It's because all of us, both of us went through our individual, journeys when we're trying to like search for meaning and purpose. So like, okay, I really love the teachings of this religion. This is a choice I'm making because I have free will, and she made her choice. But individually, right, from like interests and like friendships, we are fundamentally different, Moff. But like the baseline might be the same.
Okay.
Like a common baseline. So with white folks are scared of things they don't understand. Like that thing, Islam is like this, but it's not really like this. It's like, what is Islam? Why are these people like so much in sync doing this? Why do they feel threatened? Why do they feel threatened? I was watching a video where shout out to this friend of mine, is a South African stand-up comedian called Cites. Is a comic. They do the Popcorn and Cheese podcast.
Yeah.
Cites was like, black people are scared of things they don't understand. White people are scared of things they don't understand.
Yeah.
For instance, if they see a black man who's a rapper, they'd go, okay, this is something I know. I'm familiar with that. But if they see Ian is a black guy who's an astronaut, they go, whoa, how did he do that? So I just think white people are just like obsessed with how these people can move in like one direction with like the fundamental.
But don't understand you, Nini, where this other argument that why can't Muslim countries take in Muslim refugees?
Right.
What do you think about that? Where they're like, even they themselves can't take in their own. I think they've been pointing out on Saudi Arabia mostly.
Yeah.
The ones I've had make that argument are saying Saudi Arabia can't take Muslim refugees. UAE can't take in Muslim refugees. Why are we as a Western country with very different values? Very different. Like here, prostitution is legal. Absolute freedom as a human. You're allowed to explore yourself. And no one will hurt you for that.
Right.
No one will feel like hizi stories honor killings. There's nothing going to be like that. Is absolute freedom as a human being to explore life and do your decisions. But there comes other people who feel like if you're doing all this, you deserve, like the one who has staunch, you deserve death. You deserve to be injured. You deserve all this. And they come to our society they are a risk to us because they don't share the same ideals. Why don't they go to a country where people share the same ideals and fit in there? Because ukienda Saudi Arabia, like covering yourself is not an issue, sindio? It's part of the norm. Ukienda France, I think there's a time France wanted to ban that, sindio? Kabisa, because they felt like, I think it was around the same time kukume happen ile sabasaba ya London where there was that explosion, and then they felt like, no, we don't want anything to do with religion, like watu watembe wakika kawaida as long as wako France, nachiki. But then France themselves were very accommodative. They're like, no, let's leave this freedom of expression, let's leave this freedom of worship. The same cannot be extended to anyone in Saudi Arabia. You understand? Do you see the conflict? Like, these countries are supposed to be more understanding of foreign cultures than even the origin of the religion, which is Saudi Arabia.
I do. And it's that thing of so France is like really progressive in terms of like their views on religion. Right. It's just a matter of styles. Saudi and the Arab world are like really conservative in terms of their religion. Like we practice, and they've put in place mechanisms to try and conserve the religion. Right. So it's just a matter of choice. Like I say, it's free will. France is progressive. It's like postmodern society. They're like, okay, so this is, everybody can choose to it. That's fine. When it comes to refugees, man, why do we like have to classify them as like Muslim refugees?
Konene, so unacheki kiti nimekalia ni very comfortable, and saizi kuna vile tume upgrade studio, so kikama hapa kwa studio utapata kuna vile kuna like different cupboards and the furniture just looks really good, and that's courtesy of Best Furniture. Best Furniture wako located wapi? Wako located along the Eastern Bypass, next to Hopkins Hospital. Alafu, apart from kukumekia very good furniture, another thing that they do is you can pay on delivery. So unangoja nini? Majuzi nakungalikisema that I've been getting busy lately, so ilibidi nibaki nime-upgrade kitanda, and all I can say is yo kitanda hujai kuja na soundtrack, hutasumbua watu. So changamka jo. Best Furniture jo. Cheki ule studio ni ya nguvu nacheki. And ukibaki umereach out to Best Furniture, usisahau Konene is the guarantee. Cheki gira inaitwa Ian squeeze one. Haikai uncomfortable. Na ule nakaga iko comfortable mbaya. Best Furniture Konene. I think it was I think hapo naweza kupoint out. Remember when you talked about Nigerians? And you even talked about Kenyans.
Right.
People assimilate. Like, that's one of the things. Like, remember majuzi vile nilikuwa nimeenda last year, I was in America.
Right.
And there's this friend of ours called Mato. Mato, big shout out.
Shout out to Mato.
So Mato alinipeleka kwa this country club, and there was this Kikuyu guy. That country club membership is $70,000 a year. Like, damn, watu wanaishi vizuri. That is it.
Yo.
So I remember akinipeleka hapo, and I remember looking at his kids and his wife, and apart from their names, they were very American. Like, it was, you didn't feel like they were out of place.
Right.
They were, so I think that's even what happens with Nigerians. There's one thing that we do, and it's assimilate. Like, sisi tukikuja, ukipata, right now I'm sure if I was to get some Luo dude in Mogadishu, he'd be doing very Muslim things. Baka will wonder, like, why are you doing that? He'll go to the toilet akitumia maji, ata watoi wake wakizaliwa wote watakuwa circumcised. They'll just do that. So they don't keep anything. Inakuwa like nimekam kwako, whatever you do, I'm going to behave in a way to make you feel comfortable in your own house. I don't want to stand out. I don't want you to even notice I'm around. So I think your element, your assimilation comes in there.
That's and where, the tolerance,
Yes, that's where now it's, ukiona Godfrey, before Godfrey tells you he's Nigerian, you'll just think it's some random American dude.
Right.
Till Godfrey tells you, you know what, I'm Nigerian. You know what? So I think your element, your assimilation. I think that's the reason why sometimes mimi na mkisi fulani tunaweza get away na vitu wewe huwezi get away now. Does that make sense?
I hear you. But also it's that thing, it's tolerance, that's one thing. But it's also free will. Maybe Somalis and Muslims, we just use our free will, like, the way it's supposed to be used. Like, we believe in this is our way. I'm going to come to your space. I'm going to exist in my own individuality. But also, exist
But if
within
you make
this
me
bigger,
uncomfortable,
how am so that's the question I was going to ask. How is it making you uncomfortable? This Somali Muslim hijabi babe, Muslim babe is rocking a hijab. How does that make you feel? How is it infringing? How is it infringing on your right to be?
Sam, what's the probability of my business survival? Let me say I go and open a pork joint in Riyadh because I ate it here, and me knowing aware that it's going to infringe whatever, but the fact that maybe on Thursdays that I like it, so I'm in the middle of Riyadh doing my own things, and I'm not. And when people get maybe tickled the wrong way, I'm supposed to stand by it. What is my probability of survival? Me doing that week in, week out.
Are you going to like open up
Riyadh, and I'm there for my community.
Because you can open any shop. You can open a halal shop in London, yes?
Yeah.
And nothing will happen to you.
Yeah.
But can you open a pork shop in Riyadh?
Yes. Riyadh is actually big. Do we have pubs? We have pubs. It's fine. We have pubs there.
Check it. Itakuwa ni Riyadh.
I'll give you that. Christoph, that's so funny. You guys been waiting to say that Riyadh analogy. Umsera fika hapo kwa Riyadh saa ngapi?
Acha ikize Riyadh.
Yeah. Ni mwanafanya wewe probs.
Kuna mtu anaitwa EQ tulikuwa nani alikuwa napenda inaitumia sana. Oruoba.
Gloria, the senator.
Yes.
You're calling the senator like she's your home girl. Yeah, Oruoba alikuwa.
Yeah, Oruoba is home girl wetu.
She's our homie.
She's our homie.
Right.
Yeah, na alikuwa anasema there's that thing called emotional intelligence. Like
right.
What could go wrong? But even if I tell my people, niaje mimi nataka kwenda hivyo, even you utaniambia, hey bro, I think you need to chill down. As your friend, yes, umeniambia mimi bro, I'm not sure that what you're going to do, you're going to have good reception over there. So we cheza chini kwanza. This even if nitakuwa nasoma inbox rather than sasa watu wananiambia too plainly. But there's that, there's even what tunaongea like sisi we cannot be ourselves somewhere where they're predominantly Islam, unacheki, or even that type of
hatuwezi do anything that will make them uncomfortable.
Siwezi enda ni have crusade.
You can do that. You can. Do you think we don't have
MBS?
Christians?
MBS atani.
Do you think we don't have Christians? MBS, the guy who brings big popsters to Riyadh to do concerts.
Ulisikia nani? Cristiano Ronaldo had to get a special permit to live with his girlfriend. You know that, right?
Yeah.
Yes. You understand why the West then feels like these are not their values?
Yeah. Yes. They're feeling a bit shortchanged. They're feeling a bit shortchanged.
Does it make sense?
What I'm saying is this. I think they're feeling a bit shortchanged because as we give you this, we don't get this from you guys. We don't get tolerance. But it's because there's no white culture per se. There's no Western culture per se. Where you're going to go. What is
It's Western culture. Freedom of culture.
Yeah. What?
Absolute freedom.
Yes. It's
what does that entail?
Come from?
What absolute freedom entails is as long as I don't infringe on your rights, I'm allowed to be. Like, one of the things I won't lie to you, because muangaliaga like Kenya, for example, yes?
Right.
And I remember like being in the US last year. And one of the things that I admired was number one, safety. Nachikile safety haiko London ya phones. States, it feels safe. Like, kunaweza kuwa na mass shooting, yes, there's that, yes?
Yeah.
But ile safety no one is going to snatch my phone, no one is going to what, kuna hiyo. Another thing that I found surprising, ni courtesy. Like, this is an American culture. Well, I don't know if it's in Britain. But do you know in America that ukifungua mlango and someone else is behind you, you have to hold the door for them.
Yeah.
They come in and then unaachilia. So you feel even weird. Nakumbuka after nitoke huko, I don't know where I went up Kenya. And someone was behind me because it had become, nilikuwa nimetembea na boy yangu anaitwa Onsando, mwingine anaitwa Okeno. Wamenipeleka around and I've seen them do it. So even pia nikikuwa huko nikaanza kuwashikia because now I feel like an a-hole. I come back to Kenya, I think tulienda pale Airtel. And there's a pot I found myself waiting for someone.
What?
You understand? And then I have to snap out of it and be like, you know what? It's back to being an asshole. Let me bang the door. Yes, let me
This is their
bang.
culture. This is their culture.
It's like culture.
So kuna hiyo, but pia apart from that, kuna ile time unatoka hivi and ukiuliza like what is white culture, I'd say what I saw in New York, what I saw in Atlanta, and even what I saw in Cape Town. Like in Cape Town majuzi, and you know Cape Town, like the part of the city where I was, it's predominantly white.
Yeah.
And I could see the absolute freedom. But apart from freedom is they believe in the collective self. That's the funny thing. They believe in individualism, where as an individual you can be anything you want, yes? But also what's good for us as a collective. So now you have Cape Town, which is one of the best run cities in Africa. It's super clean, it's super what,
but like super gentrified.
Then tunakuja kwa hizi zetu because they're like, I understand why they'd feel their culture is superior to ours. Because right now, if you have to look at war, how many countries in the Western world have war? You understand? So they've figured out something that we've not figured out. So for them,
it's called instigating.
For them, for them to then come and be like, you know what, we are not comfortable with you bringing your culture to us. I feel like I understand. I don't know if it makes sense.
Yeah.
And ile time mpaka Trump anasema hataki watu from third world. I know I'm affected, but I understand. I understand because I feel like something in tunaenda kwa hizi nyumba na tuko entitled na tunafaa kuenda pale tukiwa very humble. And like even apart from is vile umebonga juu ya fraud, there's two Kikuyu ladies who stole 120 million from Boston. You want Boston, the city of Boston?
Yes, there was another one last week with identity theft.
Afu ya kulikuwa na uli Caroline what? So I understand, like when Trump is saying atu analeta tabia zao mbaya hapa, to a certain level I understand. Doesn't make sense. Like I understand because alafu pia na understand why. I understand this because nishaenda Qatar. Like, and I know how I behaved when I was there. I know how I behaved when I was in Dubai. And there's a certain level of, oh shit, I can't even do this. I can't do this. I can't because I'm going to offend. I can't do this. And then you go to the other country. You're US. The only reason ngejua mimi ni Mkenya ni because ndiko na flag ya Kenya.
Yeah.
But there's a certain level of freedom of, yes, you've come to our house. You are welcome. Just do your thing. But don't make us uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Just do your thing.
Yeah.
You understand? Like,
I get.
As much as Nasema, there's no white culture.
But like,
we have to give.
Yeah, but like, have you interacted, Moff? And you see this with like, let's talk about an Arab kid in New York.
Yes.
An Arab kid who's been socialized to have the same experiences as any New Yorker in New York, yeah? This kid, you wouldn't even know his Arab. Because you do the same things. Juzi, Cheki.
Yeah.
They have been socialized. It's a propaganda thing. Let me tell you, yeah? Juzi tulikuwa comedy show.
Yeah.
Na tulikuwa tunabanja pamoja, we are laughing at the same shit. Msiange tuona hapa angesema say they're operating on the same wavelength. Tuko tu pale tumechill tunamedi. Unacheki? Hakuna timina juu mse ni msapere, ule mjaka, mimi ni Msomali. Unacheki? Wote tuko pale. So issue assimilation, it's just an agenda thing.
But unajua umeassimilate buda. Hautakubali watu umeassimilate. Unaweza ponga the language, utaponga share.
But the baseline is the same. But I have this baseline. Even you, in as much as we're talking about individuality, inakuja mpaka at a certain baseline where it's like, hapa chini Moaf is akona core values hivi, Ian akona hizi core values, baseline iko hapa. Unanipata? So alafu hapa ndio mnakuwa pamoja above the baseline.
Yes.
So my thing is, white people and like people will never lack anything to like hate on people.
Yeah,
same thing.
That's
Mexicans, they don't walisema hivyo, Mexicans don't assimilate enough. And they're coming here to take our jobs, wakafungie nje. Trump said, this is the president. He said that Haitians are eating dogs.
And the birds.
Yes.
Yeah. Since C. Pence, J.D. Vance, that would have been some of Vance. J.D. Vance, the deputy president.
Yes.
vice president Ali second what the president said, which is not true. So if you think about it, that can also be classified as, not assimilating. Issue assimilation, it's like, okay, so you guys don't want us to exist in our own truth just to please you.
But
I think the underlying
Yes, yeah.
the underlying drivers of this discourse, the bigotry, a sense of nationalism. This is our country. Because it's so hard for you to get a black person to go, oh, that black community is like this, that minority community is like this, right? Because Moff,
Yes.
agenda ya Muslims, Somalis, whatever, don't assimilate and talk about. From white folks. From white folks.
But una understand, juni country yao, they should be allowed to determine if someone should come in or not, like to that level of, if you can't assimilate, then don't come in. Do you think that makes sense? Because saizi I think nilicheki kuna mtu alikuwa amesema hivyo, that going forward, the fact that these countries are becoming minorities and they're getting other cultures coming from maybe a background of war, kama I think walikuwa nabonga, I don't know if it's Syria that has taken a lot of refugees from, no, it's Denmark, one of those, either Denmark ama war, they've taken so many refugees from Syria,
right?
Na kuna mtu alikuwa nasema now from henceforth, because even Norway is a majority atheist country, yes. It's one of the richest countries in the world,
right.
I think inasemekanaga Norway right now, if they were to give every Norwegian money, every Norwegian would come out with at least $300,000, every Norwegian. So kuna mtu alikuwa nasema that now country kama Norway, before they accept any refugees, they have to ask people to, like, are you ready to assimilate? In this country you can't do this, you can't do this, you can't do this, otherwise don't come. Do you think if they reach that level, do you think it's going to be fair, where they're like, for you to come to our country you have to be 100% Norwegian, I must stay out?
But like, that's the question I'm asking. That's the point I'm trying to drive at. It's white folk. It's white folk who are doing that. Because at the very core of it, there's that sense of nationalism.
Yeah.
They want to preserve just like the whiteness average of their country, or something really, in close proximity to it. Yes, this person might not be white in terms of like race, but he drinks alcohol, he does these things, he puts up Christmas tree every Christmas, so it's like he's closer to our culture. Do you know what I mean? But it's like, what about so America prides itself in being like this pro-democracy. We are this country with like the most developed democracy, and it's like, that's good for you. It's good for you. Saudi didn't go, yeah, we're like this really developed democracy, It didn't say that. So this is your bed. You should lay in it. You should lay in it and go, oh yeah, this is freedom of expression, freedom to religion. You can worship and partake in like any religion you want to. That is my take on that. But I do get where you're coming from, and as much as it's like a white, fueled agenda, I do get where you're getting from, where you're getting at, where you're coming from, because sometimes kuna ufala ingine ya kutuassimilate ni ya utiaji. Kutuongea language, that's one.
Yeah, nikikwambia umeassimilate is, even when you give us examples of gay comedians, you're not disgusted, because I'm sure a lot of like real Somalis, no si Somali sijui, they'd be disgusted talking about gay comedians. You are not disgusted. That's what I was telling you, you've in quotes assimilated.
Yeah, it's that thing of I'm just talking about these people. I don't know these people.
Yes,
I still have my reservations on the matter.
You didn't come out like wow, like wakwenda kabisa. You understand? There was a certain level of humanity that you still treated them with.
Yeah, because we like, it's something that's there, I still have my reservations on the matter.
Yes, I know,
but it's like, this is just reported speech. I saw a gay comedian who was really good. So I get to see his like comedy. his art and separate the art from the person.
Konene ni the festive season, so wacha nikuulize jo, hii time yote umekuwa ukisikia mwafa anasema lemfi, usha try lemfi? Kama uja try, baki umejua kuwa lemfi iko na the most competitive exchange rates, alafu pia unzabaki umepay directly kwa pay bill na till numbers zile ziko Kenya. Alafu pia unzabaki umesend ama umereceive do, whether uko US, uko UK, uko Canada, ama uko UAE. So nangoja nini? Changamka, tumia promo code EKONENE, alafu utabaki umepata pia a $20 sign up reward on your first $50 transaction. So nangoja nini? Changamka, ingia Lemfi, international payments for everyone. EKONENE.
So tukimalizia hii story, wacha nikuquote 2 of the forefathers. So one
his
of
wife,
American forefathers, yes. So kuna moja ule alikuwa na support
so
they were both supporting mass immigration, yes.
Right.
So George Washington said this: I had always hoped that this land might become a safe and agreeable asylum to the virtuous and persecuted part of mankind, to whatever nation they might belong. That was George Washington in 1788. So this is said to be one of the reasons why history ya immigration, America became the country of immigration. Right. Then, but then there is Teddy Roosevelt, talked about the same thing. But in 1907, alisema, in the first place, we should insist that if the immigrant who comes here in good faith becomes an American and assimilates himself to us, he shall be treated on an exact equality with everyone else. For it is an outrage to discriminate against any such man because of creed or birthplace or origin. But this is predicated upon the person becoming in every facet an American and nothing but an American. There can be no divided allegiance here. Any man who says he's an American but something else also isn't an American at all. We have room for but one flag, the American flag. We have room for but one language here, and that's the English language. We have room for but one sole loyalty, and that is loyalty to the American people. So these 2 quotes have been shared to show, yes, immigrants should come, but immigrants have to become part of us.
Yeah.
So, at the end of the day, do you see their argument? They're like, wakienda Minnesota, they don't feel like the Somalis there are Americans. They feel like these are Somalis who are from Somalia. They are not American in any way, and that's why.
First of all, can I just say this guy has like memoirs from the founding fathers.
Nimekuwa nikifuatilia history. I research when I'm
niliona farasi yako hapo kwa parking. It's a proper redneck. Mwaf is a proper.
Yes, I fuatilia story.
Yes.
So plus I'm from the third world, so najua next year niko na hiyo visa. I don't even know if I'll be able to enter your country. Sijui kanta kazi wako wa gate because sasa hizo wamesema sisi watu wa third world tunakuja kupotea.
No, watu wana hii podcast yangu, hii episode yangu waseme kuna huyo Somali. My friend is banned from this country.
So so Adan, why if you are to go to, if we are given that choice that you have to become an American 100% through and through or not go there, would you take the deal?
Okay, that's hypothetically speaking. It's not going to happen because So that is Roosevelt's definition of what it means to being an American. Of course, it's open to like a lot of definitions. So Mwaf, if I can contribute to the development of this country by paying my taxes, if I can be a kind human being and a dope human being to my neighbor, right? Love the country I'm a part of. I think I don't think it should. My love for the country I came from and for my culture. This is my immediate culture, right? Like having smocha. I'm having anjera in my American household, right? I don't see why that should be a big issue. I don't think they
care about that. I think they love food. I think the only thing wanakuwaga na shida nayo ni hiyo the assimilation part kikam to just being part of the society, just being like interacting with them, not just always being alone. speaking the language. And
speaking the language for sure. I'm all for that. I'm all for like going to like farmers market and baking my neighbors, pies. Like, hey, I got you some pie. Yeah, it's good. Just I do. I think on that level we are so aligned. It's like just love the country that took you in. Pay your taxes.
Yeah.
Work towards building. The country you're in. Be a kind person. Be a good dude, a good lad to your neighbors.
Yes.
And yeah, man, I think
I think that's the key thing. Just be kind.
Just be kind to the people around you. Be a dope human being. Contribute to the society you're a part of. And yeah.
Okay, I think and Isa Jordan tumekuweka hapo utete
speak for all the Somalis right now.
From utete Somalis
because you can't change who you are.
You can't
this is a really dope discourse, and props to you too for wanting to know and wanting to learn, because it's so easy to like, you guys could have had somebody else like, let's talk about these people who are not here.
No, these are very sensitive issue.
It's a sensitive issue. That's why nikikuna vitu ngona kuuliza na I feel like I need to apologize before I ask you. But it's just that nimekuwa nikifollow his story. I've seen Trump say garbage. I've seen Trump do this. I've seen all these arguments. Then I've seen arguments from the moderates, and the moderates are the ones who are like, tumo invite hapa jo, kwa nini amwezi just make us feel like we are not inferior to you.
I did.
So that's why I feel like kutoka kwako at least to understand, because when you say your story, especially the criticism of Muslim countries and never taking in Muslim refugees, that's something I didn't know. Mimi ndio na assume nezaenda Saudi Arabia nipate watu wamenini, alafu maybe I think now the last one ilienda kuuliza kuzini sasa inakuhusu hisi ya tunatetea watu wengine. There are Somalis who don't believe they are black. They believe they are more Arabic than black.
Yes, I've also come across several now.
So nimechekio kuzio argument imekuwa hawa watu time kila kitu ni poa, hao ni Waarabu. Saizi vile kamenuka, now they are black. So dude, do you think about
that? Is the most deluded thinking ever. How are you Arab, bro? You're black. I've never understood it, Morph. Honestly, I've never understood it. There's some who go like, who try to like prop themselves up and go, you're not Arab, you're black. Shut your blackers up.
Black as they come.
We're black as they come, bro. And that's the thing. And Moaf, it's so funny, like we talk about this because when you travel, Moaf, it really puts a lot of things into perspective. Last year I did Cape Town. I did 7 shows in Cape Town, and Cape Town is a predominantly white city. You observed. So I'm on the lineup. The booker who's booking you is white. You're in the lineup with colored comedians. And after the show, we were only 2 black comics, myself and some other guy. Do you know what? So after the show, we went to this place to hang out. It's now closed. It's called Barbie Cafe and Deli. It's owned by this comedian. So we went there to chill, and we went there with like an after party with the people from the show. They followed us there. So I overheard 2 white girls going, who are audience members, going, "Oh yeah, I love the 2 black comics." So at that very moment, these people could not make the distinction to go, that's a Somali and that's a Zulu comedian. They were like, when you travel is when you realize, oh, this is how the world sees me, right? Because so I think with these people, this is like so underexposed, such a dumb thing to say. So I was like, I'm black, and this white audience member could not tell the difference between a Somali guy and a Zulu guy. I was like, they're both black. I love the black comedians. So yeah.
Okay, but it's interesting. You're that Arabic element, because even tukitoka Somalia, have you seen how it's working out in Sudan? So in Sudan you have black people kama mimi hivi.
The RSF.
Unasikia mtu anasema, my great grandfather was Arabic. So you're different black from me. So sindio? Check your story.
That is so dumb. That is such a dumb thing. It's
to
like,
some level, it was ethnic cleansing. Because sasa you're too dark for us now. And sasa we have that superior blood of the Arabic world. So
and it's that thing for like
new fala. Mi nishaenda ukisema like how white people cannot differentiate. Na ile issue nilikuwa nayo even before there's something I was saying then akasema tafika hapo. I saw some comments. Whatever is happening in Minnesota, and I think these are it was a retaliation. Of course, I know, when you're cornered as a community, you come out fighting. Right. It's not something that they're enjoying. They're trying to survive. But while at it, lazima uangalie, like, who's going to be the casualty of this war? The same way you said, there are kids who are born in the US, but they're of Somali descent, but they're American. They don't know anything about Somali. They don't know anything about sijui kulikuwa na war ama Black Hawk Down. They don't know. They know about who's anaitwa nani, Cardi B's and the whatever the culture that is.
Right.
So when I see comments wakisema like, how are you chasing us? Because I've seen these comments sana na wanaitumia kutroll.
Right.
Ati why are you chasing us from a country we were promised 3,000 years ago?
Yeah, that was funny. That was funny because they were trying. That was a coping mechanism. Yeah. And I want you to understand that these are Somali Gen Z.
Yeah.
Right? So these are Somali Gen Z, they're outspoken, and rightfully so, because they've been educated by the same education system that's currently fighting them.
Yeah.
Right? So these are these are American citizens of Somali descent.
Yeah.
So they do it's like a sarcastic remark and say, yo, this country was promised to us 3,000 years ago. Because that's what Israel said. So same thing. They're choosing to look at this whole issue in like a light way. That is their coping mechanism. They could have easily be taken to the streets and like fight.
Yes,
like in the UK, you've seen in Ireland.
The government is so petty right now.
It's so petty.
It's going to take that to account.
Yeah.
Like, remember how Trump was so convinced that there's genocide in South Africa.
Yes.
Still believes that nonsense.
Still believes it.
Yeah. Nakunga nikienda
when they
Cape Town, niko like, damn, this genocide is good. I was like, damn.
Oh,
and he even brought in, poster boys from the African community.
49.
Because they've been...
Props.
Trump knew how much he wanted. A few of those Africans have already gone back to South Africa.
Yeah, they've been African.
They noticed America is not that easy. Because America is easy from the outside.
But do you understand that the person you're going against with such sentiments, they're going to be innocent people, actually. It's also,
true.
Also, that Somali guy was being deported.
Konate
your accent and Nini.
You don't assimilate vizuri.
Alikuwa Somalia ko like, I don't understand, man. What's up, man?
Kama mimi nikipelekwa Somalia sai.
Yeah.
Bro, mimi nimsoa Kanairo, mimi nimsoa South Sea, my guy. Sa mimi napiganga smocha kila jioni.
Ni babi. Unajua original. Ni Sili. Sikia South Sea na Parklands. Unajua ni hybrid.
Jibril.
But calls to get your Jibril, man. I'd be happy to have
I got you, man.
the same conversation with him. Because one thing ile pia mi musemaga, when it comes to the Somali community, one of the things that I love, na nishaisemaga hapa, I love ile pia that the things muna copy from the Western world and bringing here is really dope. Like the architecture, like I've gone to some of these houses up Isili, you're like, damn, this apartment is beautiful. Even Isili has reached a level where apartments are being... Najua kitambo Isili ilikuwa zile apartments za kipumbavu. But nowadays, you can see that Western influence in a good way. The restaurants, like if you just go around and you look at the architecture and the ambience and everything, it's very first worldish. So kuna a lot of first worldish stuff that, especially I guess maybe the Somali refugees, apart from pesa kutoka Minnesota inakuja mpaka na architectural designs, which is a beautiful thing, man. I love that. Like I've gone, kuna apartment flani hapa Nini at this corner, right next to Reliance. Have you gone to those apartments?
Yes, next to Reliance. Inaitwa
I don't know what it's called. I don't know what it's called, but I remember.
Opposite,
yeah. Like damn, niko na best yangu fulani Som alibaki amenitungia kaniambia, ni aje buda niko hii side ya nini? Kuja ucheki, alikuwa kwa best yake. Niliingia huko ndani kwa like damn, man, this apart like architecture, man. Like even vile sun inaingia kwa hiyo nyumba. If you can just see it from the outside, you can see the architecture is crazy and you can just know in someone who went somewhere saw how good architecture is and came and because Kenya, man, akina Huruma
Unaonea
huruma yes madhare hizo za nini za Ian Thiongo and Sons zizirayajo
that's something yes
and they're like why
Mudho Kinju
Yes, hizo.
apartments and flats.
zinakuwaga
because
zingine
that's one thing unapata mse
Hata nyie mnafaa mwitishe pesa from Boston.
you've been in St. Louis you've been in Seattle
Cheki Ian Z iticheni pesa from Boston.
yeah because they're Minnesota jo
And that son, that son was promised to us 3,000 years ago. If you're doing
kusata kuna hizi ukitoka shopping center there's this new block that came up kuna like a wholesale shop there's a restaurant there that restaurant looks so good that
checking.
I've been
Hapo
telling
mahali
myself
checking,
you know I've not gone there
Yeah.
I've been planning to go there with my kid just because that's how beautiful the place is mpaka I'm like I want to go there and just check it out so that's one of the things that the Somali community is doing that to me I don't care I'm like bring more of that Minnesota
when they come to Kenya they assimilate
like they're doing some amazing things so kuna hiyo I think
My mom
tuko
they want to
speaks
feel like
Kuk. My dad speaks fluent Kuk. My mom understands a few words.
si wanasema they assimilate to architecture
oh
they want a bit of Minnesota here.
but that hapo nimekubali hata Isili the funny thing even Isili like schools because you can know Isili za kitambo like the 90s hizo apartments even zile wa Somali wanaishi like they'd be kama hizi zetu ukiingia kwa stairs ziko dark ziko very sizes the new ones that are coming up you can see that western influence
Right.
and that's one of the reasons why Isili is
even restaurants in town as well
akina CJs you can nini so that's one thing ile mnafanya vizuri jo lazima tukwambie jo
keep on defrauding the Minneapolis state of Minneapolis.
and getting 45 years wasampata miaka zingine jo
It's crazy. It's like
they don't
anaona
joke,
Abdi nani 45 Abdi Malik Abdi Razak.
Kuna ule boy alipata was it
that's
28
permanent
years
status,
Yeah.
oh shit
In
kuna
the
boy
penitentiary.
kuna uboy alidefraud $47 million alipatiwa he was given 28 years alafu kuna boy alikujia hapa South Sea jo chekio story na boy alikujia South Sea
Alikuwa kwa pod.
No,
Cheki bwab. So ulianza kudefraud ukiwa na miaka ngapi?
so uboy mwingine it was because he was the one who was used for cleaning alikuwa do money laundering and I feel like US is harsh how am I supposed to know these guys committing crime in the US
if you are promised money wanafaangalia pia like see US if kama we ni mdosi ukatie a junior staff wewe ndio the fact that you have the power to corrupt
Yeah.
so mi nikiambiliwa ni aje I'll make your life different man I'll make you feel like you're in Minnesota
That's how I feel in my apartment.
una feel ka ujasota
awezi sema nimesota
so wanafaangalia pia hiyo this guy of course he's flexing he's coming from a country that you know iko na privilege na nini economy iko poa so msi yote akituongelesha hapo hivi from that side of the world you are attentive like I can change your life
right now.
Speak
so Ian anasema ati any Somali who's in Minnesota team the motto inakuaga siwezi kuwa Minnesota na Minnesota.
That's actually you know like the whole mentality there.
Yes, siwezi kuwa
so pia US afai kujamse hapa hivi
funny enough sujuaga like dude tunajua kisi wako Minnesota iko nini fans wale ni wa Somali wako Minnesota jo tuambieni like raise your hands let's jo episode let's also dedicate to Josh wagabese tu sana
kama sasa
iko Minnesota huyo anakuwa Minnesota damu kabisa
akupata hiyo do ya fraud
Josh wacha peke yako Josh wacha nikutafute kwa news Josh sijakutafuta kwa files nione
I think ule fan mkubwa sana wa nini Somali from Waikonini it's from Sweden but he said US I think they are busy
they're busy. They're
very busy
but
Mado big up
but at least wameinvest hapa wameturudishia kidogo tu wacha tuseme hivyo lakini pia wacha tu put disclaimer American government these were jokes we do not encourage najua yana nafaa kurudi kutafuta visa hiyo mwaka
Our guest has Kikuyu.
Yeah, I am Kikuyu in my my friend's side, so yeah.
Yeah, man.
Sawa.
So, but Adan, asante sana for number one being a great comedian, and for number two at least engaging us in this very sensitive topic.
Thank you for having me, man.
That we had to have. So tuna hope at least mmesikia from tuna understand the people more than sisi tunaangalia from the outside looking in. Alafu imekuwa hivyo. Imekuwa ni episode 567 or 567.
567.
Unakuwa nikisema 27 times 21. I hope hata hiyo calculation iko right. 54 27. Yes, 567.
Carry 2.
Yes, carry 2. Yes. So
any projects coming up by the
yeah. Tukimalizia because you have a stand up, you have a special contact market.
Yeah, I have a showcase. I'm working on my new hour. I'm coming home with a lot of stories from my UK tour. I'll be playing Hoya's Kitchen for my last show of the year in Nairobi. Hoya's Kitchen is a beautiful restaurant that is off Dennis Pritt. Tickets can be gotten on
which date?
On the 12th of December, Jamhuri Day.
12th jo tusha commit jo si tulicommit to Nelly ni 12th ama ni 11th
11th
Nelly 11th
yeah so gonna be on Thursday
so tunaweza tunaweza do hiyo alafu ndio tuende 12th pia tuko na show ya what's his name Dr. Rain
yeah 12
ya Rain ni sangapi
we
can do both because majuzi tumedo two we did two shows we did tulikuja ile tulikuwa na nyinyi alafu we went to Mass House afterwards so I think we'll just do the same we'll come to show yako because me and Ian always look at this as the easy way out to take the wives out the way wives get bored like you never take me anywhere so I'm like at least let me laugh as I take you there
hell yeah
so I think we can do Wednesday and Thursday
and I just want to prop you and Nini podcast man you people support the arts man
asante
shout out we see you guys at every special taping tunaonanga pale it's like at the Monday and Ribia special you were there Kisiangani's thingy Bashir's George karibu sana
na pia yako lazima tukue jo
mine is just a showcase so it's happening on the 12th of December Jamhuri Day on a Friday at Hoya's Kitchen and Restaurant tickets can be gotten on my website adanabdi.com or just like check out my social media pages for show info at adan_comedian
okay so umesikia jo so tupatane hiyo ni next week sindio hiyo ni next week so imekuwa ni episode 567 tukisema like subscribe hit the notification button tell a friend tukimalizia tukisema eko nene